Being a fucking dumbass and entering right when you see your reversal. No, but in all seriousness, here's how to find reversals and how to use them effectively.
Sign number 1, order blocks, also known as OB. Order blocks, or OB for short, is simply a zone where big banks or traders place a ton of orders, meaning right here, right where that red candle, it's a little red candle before a bunch of green ones, meaning a reversal, right? So this will be break of structure, meaning we had a high and then lower highs and lower lows. And right here, that little red candle right here was where our order block was filled, meaning it broke past that break of structure, moving past that in higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs. For all my dummies out there, think of order blocks like a giant's footprint. If they step there once, they're probably gonna step there again. So when price moves back to that order block, it often reacts back in the opposite direction. Meaning, once our order block is placed, we mark that out, as you can see here, OB, where that first candle is at. You wanna mark it out right where that candle is filled. Once that happens, you'll mark it right whenever you see a fair value gap happen, and we'll explain that next. But basically, what I mean is that when I was using the analogy about a giant, it'll come back, retest, and then it'll skyrocket again, as you can see here. This is a break, retest, and a break back up. And how do we find a reversal through an order block, you might say? Well, you go right here, mark it out, as you can see here like we did. It's going to create a fair value gap. It's gonna come back up, reverse. It's gonna retest back into our order block that we placed here. Normally you'll wait for it to come back to this midway line, but some people will enter in along here, or just whenever it comes back into our order block. And normally you'll place the order block one candle, the first green candle, into the first and a half, meaning right here, you see where I marked it out into the half candlestick, into the next one. That's where you wanna wait for it to come back into that zone, and then wait for it to retest back up. This is the point where we enter long. Sign number 2, fair value gaps. As you can see, marked right here, right just above this order block. FVG for short. Fair value gaps is simply just a small gap on the chart that forms when price moves too quickly, normally skipping sell or buy candles. Like you can see here, all the candles are green that are marked by our fair value blocks. That's where price moved too fast. Meaning, right here, this is a fair value gap. Meaning it never came back down to hit our sellers. Meaning this is where buyers just came in and just bought. Order blocks and fair value gaps both can be used to help you find reversals in the market. A fair value gap, marked here, is simply just a gap between this order block, when this order block was placed, and in between here, where this higher goes into a low. This candle between these three is our fair value gap. We can also use this to wait for it to retest back into that zone. Look, it even went past the mid zone and skyrocketed.